Yeah, this is not working. Audio test. Good morning, President Corsand. We're ready to get started.
All right, welcome everyone to the Board of Public Works meeting for Friday, February 25th. Ms. Mattson, if you'd like to take roll call and establish quorum for us, please.
Yes, thank you. Good morning, President and board members. I'm Elise Mattson, Executive Officer with the Board of Public Works, taking role in establishing quorum. President Corsand, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Kang, and Commissioner Mitchell are all present, and we have a quorum. We're also joined by City Attorney Adina Hopenstand.
All right, we have two presentations today, two oral reports, one voting item on this Friday, and we will start actually with the minutes to get the voting item out of the way. If there is a second to my motion to approve the minutes from Friday, April 11th. Thank you, Ms. Mattson. There is a first from myself and a second from Commissioner Mitchell.
Great. We'll take the roll beginning with you, President Corsand.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Kang.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. All ayes, and the minutes are adopted.
Great, thank you. I'm going to turn over the microphone over to our President Pro Tem John Grant to lead us in the recognition for Arab American Heritage Month.
If we could call to the front, the maestro, Adel Eskandar. Maestro. It's my honor this morning to welcome you all to the special recognition, the ceremony celebrating Arab American contribution to Los Angeles and to Los Angeles Public Works during Arab American Heritage Month. But before we begin, I'm usually remiss at this. I would like to extend my gratitude and that of the Board of Public Works for those who built today's celebration. Firstly, to Maestro Adel Eskander, I do not think we can appreciate how fortunate we are to have him today. Please join me if we could afford him another round of applause for bringing such rich and beautiful music. Certainly my thanks to President Vahid Khorsand for extending the privilege of allowing me to guide today's program. Vanessa Martin for all the support and frankly the work in constructing this with additional assistance from Natalie Valenzuela. Oliver Hall for everything literate, from today's slideshow, the script, and about 75% of what I say, with special assistance from Lanisha Candler and Jose Castillo. Assad Al-Najjar, my friend, for his invaluable assistance in lending his experience, his knowledge, and his time to this celebration, and ensuring that it is afforded the requisite space and time such a commemoration deserves. To Tanya Ortiz Cordenero, Karen Pickard IV, Jennifer Cerrone, and Nivea Mora for gathering together and bringing today's library resources for all of us to deepen our understanding of the Arab American experience. Next slide. Yes. And Miguel Alvarez for staffing this room today. I have a special gift for anyone who can answer the following question correctly. What does zero algebra and the establishment of longitude and latitude have in common? Pardon? That's right. They're developed by Arab Americans. You get a free pass to the library. You can throw it out and take it back to the room. But I would like to also take this opportunity to honor the various consulates who've actually come here today to celebrate this month with us. The winner of the grand prize, the Honorable Dr. Osam Eldin Ali, Consul General of Egypt. I don't know if the Consul General of Iraq, if you could stand, if I may not know if you're here or not, the Consul General of Lebanon, the Consul General of Kuwait, Consul General of Saudi Arabia, Mansour al-Salman, Consul General of Qatar, and the best states in the world, on the planet Earth. The Consul General of the United Arab Emirates. I don't skip, yes. Honorary Consul General of Morocco. Vugar Israel Oglu Gurbanov, Consul General of Azerbaijan. Consul General of Bangladesh. Consul General of Canada, who's also the Dean of the LA Consulars. Consul General of Indonesia. Consul General of Pakistan. Honorable Consul of Senegal. And County of Los Angeles Chief of Protocol and U.S. Department of State also have been invited and were extended. So when we recognize, we are asking ourselves, and I'm drawing from that dead language that I was forced to take when I was in school, Latin, that formed this word is to learn or to know again. Meaning again, we know or what our community knows. And today we are relearning our history of the history of our community and its individual parts. Arab American Heritage Month was officially recognized in April 2021, celebrates those enduring contributions and the rich cultural tapestry that Arab Americans have woven into our national identity. And if I can direct your attention to the rear of the Roybal Room, we have a table organized and staffed by our city librarians who celebrate this community and will enrich our understanding even more. Unfortunately, there is a memory that has been drowned in the sinister circuit of slavery. The first Arab American to come to America was actually Mustafa El Azmouri, or as his slave name was, Estevanico. He was a slave, was captured as a young teenager in Morocco, came to the United States in the early 1500s. He was sold on the Spanish slave market in 1528. He reached Florida. It was one of only 4 surviving members of that expedition. But he was an explorer, a guide, a diplomat, traveled the course of the United States, learning 6 different languages, establishing relationship with the indigenous peoples as far west as Arizona and New Mexico. This, I think, the work and the labors of all those who built this country, whether enslaved or free, is important to be recognized, understood, and appreciated and honored as we do him. One of the first families thought to emigrate was the Ardili family, which arrived in 1878. They were Syrians. They came from Beirut to New York to Tennessee. 3 of them, the patriarch of the family and 2 of his sons, were physicians. They lectured, practiced medicine around the country. And Abdul and his other brother, Najib, founded the United States' first Arabic language newspaper. Family was closely connected to Southern California. In 1885, they migrated to Southern California, where in fact all wise people come to. But among them, in fact, there are many that in fact are not appreciated, and we have to understand how this tapestry is woven in. Some of the most famous that are known are business leaders like Steve Jobs, public servants like former Congressperson and Secretary of Health and Human Services, Donna Shalala, consumer advocate Ralph Nader, and every young lover's favorite poet, Khalil Gibran. Now I would like to introduce Assad Al-Najjar, a senior engineer with the Bureau of Street Lighting. He's been working for the city for 35 years. Assad will present certificates of recognition to 3 organizations that promote Arab American heritage and cultural understanding.
Good morning, commissioners. It's a pleasure and a great day to be here again. Commissioner Grant, special thanks for the information and taking us in memory lane. I learned a lot today from a couple of the slides, and I'll add it to my library. Today couldn't have happened without the backing of the City of Los Angeles, and especially the Public Works. We as the City of Los Angeles, we're the #4 economy, and of course, we would have to take the lead in establishing the Arab American Heritage Month. A special thanks goes to former President Aura Garcia, and current President Vahed Khorshand, who has been spearheading all Heritage Months, not only for the Arabs, but all cultures, to prove that we are truly a diversified community. We all come together in this room every now and then to celebrate each other, to show that we are at the end all one Angelenos for one goal, and for us civil servants to serve everybody. The Arab Heritage Month, this is the 5th annual celebration for us, and it's one of the close moments to my heart, because we Arabs are like the unknown soldiers. We're always working in the back, and then somehow we accomplish, we deliver. And if I start telling you all the accomplishments of the Arab engineers for the past decades, we will be here until tomorrow. But without putting any of our other colleague engineers, we all work together, we learn from each other. And it's a privilege really to have the City of Los Angeles to spearhead this. I see a lot of the other cities for the past couple years, and especially this month, pick up the speed and using my hashtag, the Arab American Heritage Month. But we remain the foundation. We remain the real thing. And with that said, I would like to present to you the Arab America Foundation. The Arab America Foundation is a nonprofit 501c3 educational and cultural organization, which was established back in 2019. The mission is to promote the Arab heritage, educate Americans about the Arab identity, and to empower and connect Arab Americans with each other with diverse organizations across the whole USA. 100 years ago, the Arab American writer, poet, and philosopher Khalil Gibran, that Commissioner Grant mentioned, created an organization known as Al-Rabita, the Connection. The movement engaged writers, journalists, and artists to promote and preserve the Arab heritage. Tragically, the Al-Rabita movement ceased shortly after Gibran's death. However, there is many of us Arab Americans who are taking the lead on this 100 years later now, inspired by Gibran's dream to seek and continue his work to promote the Arab heritage. The negative image directed against Arab Americans in the US, heightened hate crimes against Arabs and bigotry all have created urgency of negative images to be wiped out, hopefully, which are causing us anxiety with the Arab Americans. There is need to provide and educate our community, our neighbors, our society, who we really are. We are hardworking people. Nearly 4 million Americans, Arab Americans, trace their roots for the Arab countries. And Arab America, more than Florida, adding up diverse citizens, little island organizations. And we in the Arab America Foundation trying to bridge everybody in to bring them under our umbrella as age. I would like to echo on Commissioner Grant to thank all the diplomatic representation we have from my colleagues in the Middle East, the Far East, the Gulf, Europe, and Canada. And without them, we would not have the backing as a whole community, regardless which country come from. Without the support of our leading consul generals, we, the new generation of Americans, are lost souls. And special thanks also goes to Maestro Adil Iskandar, which we recognized last year with a certificate from Mayor Karen Bass for his 10-year dedication for Layali Zaman Academy. And hopefully in December, you will be joining him in his orchestra. Now, may I ask for the members of the Arab America Foundation to join me to be receiving this Arab American Heritage Month. The City of LA Board of Public Works recognizes your dedication to preserving the heritage, fostering community engagement, and promoting cross-cultural understanding, which has enriched the diverse fabric of Los Angeles. Thank you for your commitment to cultural stewardship and for your valuable contribution to our city. May I ask all the members, please, to join me so that this way we know all the little sample you have here today of the big 4 million community we have throughout the USA.
Good morning, President Khorsand and commissioners. My name is Lily Karam, and I'm here on behalf of Arab America Foundation. I would like to sincerely thank the Los Angeles City Council for this important and meaningful celebration, recognizing Arab as National Arab American Heritage Month. This celebration is not just symbolic, it is a powerful acknowledgement of the contributions, culture, and history of Arab Americans who call Los Angeles and this country home. The Arab America Foundation founded National Arab American Heritage Month in 2017 with 2 proclamations. This year, we have received almost 100 proclamations from across the country, and close to 40 states have issued proclamations, including the California legislatures, which passed a permanent bill in 2023. The Arab America Foundation is a national nonprofit educational and cultural organization dedicated to promoting the rich heritage of Arab Americans, educating Americans, and empowering our community through education, cultural programs, and civic engagements. To learn more, please visit arabamericafoundation.org. In California, which hosts the largest population of Arab Americans in the country, and particularly in Los Angeles, Arab Americans have been deeply woven into the fabric of the city, contributing to education, business, medicine, law, the arts, and public service. By officially recognizing Angeles the diverse communities, we invite all Angelenos to learn more about Arab American culture this month by attending Arab American cultural events taking place throughout the city through storytelling, Arab cuisine, music, and shared experiences. We have 2 people here with postcards for upcoming events, so look us up afterwards. Let this event be a step toward greater inclusion, deeper dialogue, and the continued celebration of all who contribute to the strength of this city. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next organization we'll be recognizing today is another one close to my heart. There is too many organizations close to my heart. There is many hats I wear on many boards, but it's part of my civil service. It's an honor to recognize Egyptian United, USA. Egyptian United is another nonprofit 501c3 educational and cultural organization established to create a strong bridge and solidarity for the Egyptian-based community in the USA to the homeland Egypt, and to strive to unite the community of all ages, sects, different orientations on national, social, and democratic basis. At this time, they have members all across the United States and offering services covering at least 1/3 of the states in the USA, and it's adding up, and the list is growing up, and probably it increased by the time I prepared this speech. The board of directors is responsible for the Egyptians United Strategic Direction, oversight, and general union of Egyptians abroad inside the United States, and ensuring the delivery on target of community development, diversification, priorities within the United States. Further, the members work very close with the community, like I stated, to bridge and deliver many daily services between the local government, the consulate, the embassy, and with the government in Egypt, including documentation assistance, conventions, welcoming new immigrants, social gatherings, tourist trips to Egypt, and many angles of culture and social connectivity to Egypt. Their dedication and commitment had inspired many of the Arab communities to follow and jointly work with them and pave the path for exploring into other regional communities whom have been for decades isolated in little islands. And that's the problem we have for the Arab community. Everybody is in a little island on their own behind locked doors. Egyptian United members were recognized last year by our Mayor Karen Bass for their dedication, and today by the Board of Public Works. And may I welcome to the board, please, President Rafi Salib, who is one of the icons for the Egyptian community in the United States. This certificate is being presented to recognize the dedication for preserving the heritage, fostering community engagement, and promoting diverse fabric of Los Angeles.
Thank you. The USA, I'd like to thank you for this recognition, and I'm glad to be with you here today to accept this recognition from you guys. This is, to be honest with you, it's an honor for me to be here today, and thanks for us for all what you did for us. Thank you.
And by the way, I listed them in the order of alphabet, so it's like that without any priority for anybody else. The third organization we are honoring today is one of the newborn organizations, the Iraqi American Cultural Center, being served by multiple entities, multiple individuals to promote the Iraqi culture, heritage, and history as part of the whole Arab heritage. This included a diversity of Iraqi people and heritage dating back to Assyria, Mesopotamia, Ur, and other old civilization, leading to the current special blend we have today in Iraq of multi-faith, multi-race, multi-background people in Iraq. However, the Culture Center vision and community involvement in Southern California has always been, and for the past, I would say at least 20 years, please, reserve the different of it, all the little island. The list of accomplishments is too long, but I'll highlight for you the continued support that these two entities here spearheaded, which are the annual Iraqi Cultural Day Festival, the annual Arab American Heritage Month celebration, the Arabian Nights with the Iraqi Armenian Club, the Irvine Global Village representing the Iraqis and the Arabs in Irvine City Hall, a full decade of supporting Layali Zaman Academy and Maestro Adel Iskender, in addition in countless efforts supporting all local temples, churches, and mosques in cultural celebration and events. This year, the Cultural Center was blessed to exceed the 100 members mark of its general membership, and I wish them all the best, and hopefully next year, they will have a big celebration and invite all the public works and all the city employees to the festival. With that, may I present the certificate? It reads, "This is to recognize your dedication to preserving the heritage, fostering community engagement, and promoting cross-cultural understanding, which has enriched the diverse fabric of Los Angeles. Thank you for all what you do for the city of LA."
Thank you so much. On behalf of the Iraqi American Cultural Center, I want to thank the City of LA and the Board of Public Work, President Corson, John Grant, Fade, Stephen King, Jenny Chavez, and Matson. Thank you so much for everything. As Dr. Assad mentioned, Iraqi American come from different walks of life and different, even within the Iraqi community, we have many ethnicity dating back to Mesopotamia. And we have, we try to encourage the Iraqi culture. And that's what we hopefully strive with, being part of this community, our American community. Thank you once again for everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I hand it over to our Master of Ceremony for the Arab Heritage, Commissioner Grant. Thank you.
So as Dr. Martin Luther King told striking sanitation workers in one of his last speeches, so often we overlook the work and the significance of those who are not in the so-called big jobs. But let me say to you tonight that whenever you are engaged in work that serves humanity and is for the building of humanity, it has dignity and worth. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the certificates of recognition to the LA City Public Works employees. First could call up George Espindola from the Bureau of Contract Administration to recognize the first.
Good morning.
Want me to-
Thank you. Summer, you got to stand up here. Okay. Again, George Espindola with the Bureau of Contract Administration. It is my pleasure to announce the Bureau of Contract Administration nominee for Arab American Heritage Month, my friend Sam. Samer Hossein. Samer is a 33-year-old father of two little boys, Kareem and Kenan, and husband to his wonderful wife, Rawan. He is a Brazilian Palestinian descent with family roots in Ramallah and Jerusalem. He enjoys traveling, has visited over 35 countries, hiking, and reviewing restaurants. Sam earned a master's degree in public administration from Cal State Fullerton and holds special inspector certifications and continues to expand his knowledge of construction management and quality assurance. Samer is currently serving the city as a construction inspector with the Bureau of Contract Administration. Samer joined BCA in 2018 and completed the assistant inspector program in 2021. He has worked citywide performing all types of inspections from private development to capital improvement projects. He is currently assigned to assist with the recovery and rebuilding efforts in the Pacific Palisades burn area. Recently, he has been assigned to a $130 million SR 447 transportation project, which involved reconfiguring the major interchange of State Route 47, the Vincent Thomas Bridge, and Front Street. Other notable small projects, or small, 52 million Wellington Waterfront Promenade Project, 36 million San Pedro Town Square and Promenade projects. So Samer is also currently interviewing for the position of Senior Construction Inspector with the Bureau of Contract Administration. Very good luck with that, Samer. Samer approaches his work with enthusiasm and insight, which is typically possessed by a senior inspector. Samer is amongst the best and the brightest for the next generation of public work leaders. It is our pleasure to recognize Samer here at the Board of Public Works.
First, I'd like to say I'm truly honored to be here today as we celebrate Arab American Heritage Month. I want to begin by thanking the board, President Corson, Vice President Chavez, Commissioner Grant, Mitchell, and King. This recognition and your continued efforts to promote diversity and inclusion in the city of Los Angeles means a lot for all of us. I also like to extend my gratitude to the leadership of the Bureau of Contract Administration, Director, Mr. Reamer, and Chief Inspector, Mr. Espindola. Your gratitude and your dedication set standard for the work we do every day. And I'm proud to be part of this team and serve this city. I'm honored to be recognized as an Arab American, and I believe the values of community and service here at the heart of everything we do. And I'm grateful for this honor, and it motivates me and all of the Arab American staff in the city to keep working hard for the community we all love. Thank you.
And now from the Bureau of Engineers, Nader Shah will present our next honoree. Mr. Shah? No, he was there. There he is.
Good morning. My name is Nader Shah, representing Bureau of Engineering today. It's a privilege to accept recognition on behalf of Dalia, Hannah, in celebration of National Arab American Heritage Month. Dalia is a highly accomplished civil engineer whose excellence at the Bureau of Engineering has significantly shaped the city's infrastructure projects, including Glendale Hyperion Complex of Bridges, North Atwater Multimodal Bridge, and Taylor Yard Pedestrian Bridge. Her pride in her Egyptian heritage and the legacy of her parents, both city employees, continues to inspire her public service. Thank you for honoring her today and the celebration of contribution of Arab American professionals throughout the city. Thank you.
And then for the man who knows no end to his work, Assad, once again, street lighting.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm representing the Bureau of Street Lighting on behalf of our General Manager, Miguel Sengalang. Today, we're recognizing Lawrence Al-Masood, who is a graduate of California State University, Northridge. Go Matadors, with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering in 2014 and a master's degree in engineering management in 2016. He's been involved in several organizations during his graduate and undergraduate years, including the American Society of Leadership and Success and the American Society of Civil Engineers. As of September 2020, Lawrence is a licensed professional engineer in the state of California. He began working for the Bureau of Street Lighting in November 2015, so he's almost close to 1 decade. And he started with street lighting in different various divisions. He worked prior to that in the LA County Department of Public Works on roadway improvement projects, and also worked in the private sector on land development in Porter Ranch and in Santa Clarita. With his prior experience in the public works and private sector, Lawrence was able to climb the ranks quickly at the Bureau of Street Lighting, and now he's the acting division manager overseeing the design and standards and specification division, in which he will lead probably the next 100 years of the Bureau of Street Lighting, new technologies, poles, and whatever we can provide for safe nights. Also, he is involved in the preparing the specification for the construction of the street lighting system, the Blue Book, which is the foundation and the basis of all the standards for the street lights for the project that come before your board. In addition to these duties, Lawrence is directly overseeing high priority programs, including community development, block grants program, affordable housing, sustainable communities, high voltage conversion program, LED replacement program, and capital improvement. Lawrence regularly meets with council offices, mayor office, environmental groups, and experts, as well as agencies and departments to help deliver impactful street lighting projects for everyday Angelenos. As of this week, I tasked him with a very difficult task, which is to upgrade for us the LAX Sepulveda Tunnel so that we're ready for the LA 2028 with a new vision, with a new lighting system that welcomes the world to City of Los Angeles. On a private token, he's getting married in June, and we all wish him the best. And with that, may I have Lawrence, please, to get your award. Thank you, Lawrence. And with the certificate, he gets the honor to wear another pin, the Public Works pin. So this way he can have multiple pins to represent the city of Los Angeles. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to take a minute to thank the board, to thank my manager, Assad, who's helped mentor, guide, support me throughout the decade that I've been with the Bureau of Street Lighting. And thank you to everyone who showed up here today. I just wanted to express how thankful I am and how appreciative I am to work for a city that really genuinely and truly values diversity and inclusion. It's a wonderful thing to work here. So thank you so much. I do appreciate your time and the recognition I received here today.
And lastly, Assistant General Manager Mas Dojiri for the Bureau of Sanitation.
Good morning. My name is Mas Dojiri, and I am an Assistant Director of the Bureau of Sanitation. LA San is very proud to nominate or to have nominated Lila for this Arab American Heritage recognition. She obtained her bachelor's degree in biochemistry and then later a master's degree in chemistry. Both of the degrees are from UC San Diego. She started as a chemist one in the pesticides PCB unit in March of 2024. So she recently completed her first year in the city of LA. For those of you who don't know what the pesticides and PCBs are, they're either toxic or carcinogenic. So they're kind of the nasty chemicals that are out there that potentially could adversely impact public health and the environment. So she really does a fantastic job doing both, protecting both. She is very competent and timely in testing for both of these the various pesticides and PCBs. Lila participated in the recent Southern California Regional Monitoring Program, which is led by the Southern California Coastal Water Research Project. This program involved over 80 different agencies, and it monitors the coastal environment all the way from Point Conception, which is north of Santa Barbara. This program, which is conducted once every 5 years, provides us with an environmental snapshot of the entire coastal region, something that is really important. Actually, it's a program that I initiated in 1992 with just 4 agencies. So it has ballooned to about 62 or 65, and now it's up over 80. So that's pretty significant. Lila is not only technically competent, but serves as the labor co-chair of the Environmental Monitoring Division's Strategic Planning Team, or what we call the SPT. This bridges as suggestions and voices of labor are heard by her management. She also volunteers her free time for city events such as the 2024 LA San Earth Day and the 2025 Annual Day of Giving at the LA Regional Food Bank. She has also taken the initiative to visit and learn from various peer agencies, other laboratories, like LA County Sanitation Districts, Orange County Sanitation Districts, and our counterparts in the city of San Diego. The knowledge that she acquires during these visits, she brings back to the division, and it's incredibly valuable to her group as well as the entire division. Lila is very well organized, flexible, motivated, and is a fantastic team player. She has played an important role in meeting the city's many regulatory requirements, and LA San continues to benefit from Lila's technical abilities as well as her many contributions to the division. As you can see, this is not Lila. Unfortunately, Lila couldn't join us today. She's out of the country. But EMD's division manager, Dr. Mahesh Pujari, is here to thank you on her behalf. Mahesh.
Good morning, President Coastland and Commissioners. Laila is out of the country, and actually we're very fortunate that she's getting recognized, and she's very gracious, and she sent this email to us, and she really wanted me to, or some of us, to read this to you, how happy she is and how she's showing her acknowledgement of this recognition. So let me read it, what exactly she wrote. Thank you. I am honored to be recognized for my contribution to City of Los Angeles as a chemist in the Environmental Monitoring Division within LA Sanitation and Environment during the Arab American Heritage Month. This is first time I have been recognized for my scientific contribution as an Arab American, which is a testament to the city's effective inclusion initiative. My life has been full of firsts. I am first generation Arab American of Syrian and Lebanese origin. I am not only the first female in my entire family to study chemistry, but I am also the first chemist in my family to serve the vibrant city of Los Angeles. My career goal has been to improve public health through scientific contributions. It has been extremely gratifying to be able to protect public health and the environment through the pesticide PCB unit within EMD. I am tremendously grateful to my division manager, Dr. Mahesh Pujari, and lab manager, Tom Juma, and supervisor, Dr. Ochan Atim, for their support towards my career development. I pray that I can contribute to give back to city that I have been loved so much. So thank you. This is our message, and I just read it. Thank you.
Thank you, commissioners. And I like to take this opportunity to thank again the two consul generals from the Arab countries that really leading on spearheading every for us. And I would like to invite to recognize them, Dr. Hussam Ali and Sheikh Mansour, please. And if you could graciously share some words with us, please. I've been really the engine that makes all of us run. Please.
Good morning, Mr. President. Good morning, board members. It's always a great pleasure to be here. I wasn't intending to speak initially, but of course I got a prize and immediately I thought I have to. Normally, I'm incorruptible, but with this lovely gift, I'm all for you and for your efforts. I want to acknowledge the Department of Public Works before anything, to acknowledge this sustainable effort to promote the inclusion of Arab American employees within the city, within the Department of Public Works. I think this is something really that reflects a lot of leadership. I want to also very much highlight that you're doing this sustainably, you're doing it properly, you're doing it giving opportunity to some of the most intelligent and talented Arab Americans to play a role in supporting the city, as are Arab Americans supporting the community and the United States in every field, like many of the other ethnic groups. I'm very glad that today you had an opportunity to listen to Mr. Adel Iskander and his lovely music. I can tell you, the Egyptian or the Arab American culture, those from our parts of the world that come to the United States and become Arab Americans come from a very, very rich history and background. You've heard our music, it's fascinating. You haven't seen yet our poetry, you didn't see our art, you haven't experienced our historical sites, our tourism, our cuisine. So I think these are all reflective of where these people come from and what they. Let me very much acknowledge also today that you are giving this hand of recognition to three very important organizations. I work day to day with Mr. Rafi Salib representing Egyptians United, and I can say that these groups are playing a very important role in the support of their communities. And I think that we try to demonstrate very much the complementarity of our efforts. I promote my people and my community on governmental level, and there's very little I can do there without their own support and so on. And I'm very proud of Egyptian Americans, as I am proud of Iraqi Americans and all the components of Arab Americans. But I have to highlight, they still are under recognized. I think they haven't yet explored their full potential. I think these people have a lot to offer. They have a lot to add. So I am very much supportive of the idea of giving them room, providing them a chance to lead and experience leadership and playing really this leadership role within the society. Finally, Mr. President and the dear commissioners, I want to commend very much something that you have also excelled in independently, which is maintaining the connection with the diplomatic and consular corps. You're one of the very few offices, perhaps the only one, with which we have this communication. It's very strange that this is not, that the situation is not better than that, but you are sufficing, and we are very glad to be working with you, that to have you as the connection to our healthy relationship with the city, and we pledge to continue to work with you in supporting our people and all your good efforts. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I know we have a whole set of young activists who are going to be graduating today, and we have their celebration as well. So comment, and then we should move on with the agenda, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, board member, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, honored colleagues. First, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the City of Los Angeles board member of the public work for hosting this celebration of National Arab American Heritage Month. This special time to recognize the importance of contribution that Arab Americans have made to the culture, civic, and social life of the United States. Especially, I would like to thank the U.S. Department of State for officially recognizing Arab American Heritage Month. That recognition has helped bring more attention to the stories, effort, and achievement of Arab American across the country. Today, we are here to recognize a group of people who have provided outstanding service to this wonderful city. The Arab American employees of the city of Los Angeles, they are being honored for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to the public service. As an Arab, I would like to personally congratulate each of you for your contribution. Your effort make a real difference every day, and your achievement reflect the strength and values of the Arab American community. It makes me proud to see recognized to see you recognized this way. This month is a great reminder of how much we all have in common and how strong we are when we work together, guided by respect, hope, and shared purpose. Thank you once again for warm welcome, and I congratulate all of you for this event. Thank you.
So, thank you. Jumana Celia Saba could not be here today, but I just want to announce that this month we are launching the Arab American Mentorship Program. Those who are interested in developing this program with us, feel free to contact either myself or Jumana, because it's about time that we mentor those young Arab Americans, either in their education process or have come to work for the city of Los Angeles. Thank you for joining us today for the celebration of Arab American heritage and public service. These celebrations not only honor our history and the cultural richness of our shared life in Los Angeles, they are also about our collective work to build the city's future. Because as Maya Angelou said, a nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. When we recognize the contributions of all of our communities, we do not simply acknowledge the past. We illuminate our path forward together. So let's treasure the contributions of Arab Americans to our everyday lives, our arts and sciences, and our shared struggle for the common good. Thank you.
Thank you, President Pro Tem Grant, and congratulations to all the honorees. Commissioners, do we have any remarks we'd like to make? Commissioner Mitchell?
Thank you. I want to congratulate all the honorees, both the groups as well as the individual honorees or employees. I like to start these things out by talking about powerful quote. This time I will remember, or at least give attribution to who made it. Queen Rania Al Abdullah. We are stronger when we listen and smarter when we share. As I've said, with regard to each of these recognitions, these Heritage Month, this is all part of what we call American history. We don't often see it. Most of us don't often know about the contributions of individual groups or individuals, period, to our history. And at a time when there are forces that seek to erase any educational process about those contributions, now more than any, it's a time to recognize that in any capacity that we can. And so I look at the city as a tapestry. I've worked for the State Department of Transportation and saw that same tapestry wound up through all the efforts of everyone that contributed to the organization's mission. And we continue that. I continue to see that through the work so far, being on the board. I guess we've been here about 6 months at this point in time, and see that same contribution from all groups, all organizations. We are truly stronger when we listen and smarter when we share.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Mitchell. Vice President Chavez.
Yes, really quickly, throughout the Department of Public Works, which represents all 5 bureaus, we witness firsthand how diversity strengthens our teams and enhances our city's ability to serve the public, and the diverse perspectives, skills, and experiences of our Arab American colleagues have led to more innovative solutions and more responsive services for all Angelinos. So let's continue to draw strength from our diversity and various perspectives and work together to build a better city, not just for, the city employees and staff of Los Angeles, but for everyone who walks the streets of Los Angeles. So congratulations to the honorees today. You represent the very best of what our city has to offer, and we celebrate you not just as outstanding members of the city family, of the Arab American community, but also exemplary work that to all Angelinos who see the city workforce as a representation of themselves. So thank you again.
Thank you, Commissioner Kang.
So I'll be brief. Congratulations and thank you to our consul generals for coming out. And I've learned so much from today's presentation. So I want to thank our colleague Commissioner Grant for hosting today's ceremony. As many of our colleagues alluded to earlier, I think it's amazing to celebrate the diverse tapestry of Los Angeles, and I look forward to continuing to build our relationship with the Arab American community in Los Angeles. And we're hoping to be that bridge so that we can connect to the rest of the city, all the diversity that the Arab American culture and the community has to offer to the city of Los Angeles. Thank you very much.
About the work you do, and as Commissioner Kang just said, the tapestry of what makes Los Angeles is all of the diversity. So thank you again. And thank you, President Pro Tem Grant, for leading this presentation this month. We're going to move on to the second presentation, our LA River Rangers graduation, and then we will take a recess for photos for both presentations. I see Deputy Mayor Brenda Shockley here. I'm not sure if you're the one leading us in this presentation. You are not. Okay. Microphone and kick us off on this presentation.
Good morning, everyone. We are here for the LA River Rangers graduation, and we're very excited to be here. I think this is our first River Rangers graduation with the new board. I think President Corsand was here for our first one, but today we are with the LA River Rangers graduation and the Conservation Corps. LA River Rangers was created with the vision to create equitable opportunities for young people to become stewards of the LA River. As this program has expanded, thanks to Cal Volunteers and the Office of the Governor, and as President Corsand said, DM Shockley is here, so we'll bring her up in a minute, excuse me, to congratulate the graduates. And DM Shockley has been a huge champion for employment and economic opportunities, and especially the workforce programs that we have here at the board. So as River Rangers started, we knew there was an urgency we're facing to build resilient communities around our changing environment. And we've seen that especially more even now. While we celebrate the River Rangers graduation today and their hard work they do along the LA River, we also celebrate this group for going above and beyond on other projects as needed in the community. A group of our graduates here today were involved in a restoration project at the LAX Dunes to restore coastal lands and protect endangered species and other rare plant species. So if any of you were involved in the LAX project, will you guys stand up? So this was a 3-week project we did in partnership with LAX at the Coastal Dunes to restore the Coastal Dunes area. And just in that 3 weeks, the River Rangers planted almost 7,000 native plants. So great, great work. And also 6 of our graduates here today, Jalen, Daniel, Leah, Jeremy, Stephen, and Mario, all responded to wildfire relief efforts throughout Los Angeles. So if you guys could stand up. Thank you so much. Your work is so admirable and needed, and we are so appreciative. And also Eduardo, our supervisor who is here, was on the wildfire relief efforts. And Eduardo has been a supervisor. Eduardo's been a supervisor for, I think, almost 2 years with the River Rangers, and he has just been excellent and amazing. And he really is a conservationist. And I know he has taught the young people in the River Rangers program since he's been on so much about the environment and how to really appreciate the environment and learn so much about how to be stewards of their environment. And we couldn't do this without the partnership of the LA Conservation Corps, which Roman will discuss later as he presents the certificates. But I'm going to turn it over to DM Shockley, but I just want to say thank you all for your hard work, for caring for the environment around you. And I know you all have bright futures ahead of you.
Good morning, commissioners, and thank you, Devin. I don't want to delay the excitement and the admiration and the pride that the city has in these graduates. This is the second class of River Rangers. River Rangers is just one of a number of programs that we're able to provide because the Mayor's Office of Economic Opportunity 2 years ago, through Cal Volunteers, received a $53 million grant to work with youth, young adults, and those particularly around the issues of food insecurity, the environment, COVID response, as well as creating an environment and a welcoming environment for those who have not in the past considered public service. So this is one of those moments where the original 2-year grant, we are winding that down. We were fortunate enough to receive another $25 million in the past, and we're looking at this year's budget, hopefully state budget, of another $25 million. This is important because this grant actually pays for 50% of the monies the city invests in young people. And it is with this partnership with the Department of Public Works, the various bureaus, particularly the Office of Beautification, that we were able to not only do well by our city, do good with the youth, and also address the opportunities of the future. So on behalf of Mayor Karen Bass and she and the Mayor's Office of Economic Opportunity really appreciate and value our relationship with the Bureau of Public Works, all of the bureaus, but also the other departments that we are able to share these resources with. And that includes not only the Rec and Parks, where we were able to expand 10 new summer nightlight programs through the GRID program, but also to be able to provide support with cultural affairs and any other 14 departments that take advantage of these funds and include youth as part of their planning. So thank you. This is it's our second big celebration. Congratulations. These people have spent a year and then some working with the city, honing their skills, and really kind of introducing all of us to the difference it makes and how you heal by being in our own nature. So we learn from them, they learn from us, and this is a special day. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Brenda Shockley. Good morning, Commissioners. So I'm going to start off with a fun fact. Did you know that the 51 miles of the LA River flows through the nation's second largest urban region into two of the world's busiest port regions and into the world's largest body of water? Did you? Okay. So the LA River Ranger Program participants provide beautification and maintenance services in public areas along 18 of those 51 miles of the river, beginning in Canoga Park, flowing through the San Fernando Valley, and into the Glendale Narrows along Griffith Park and Elysian Park. The Workforce Program offers a year-long full-time work opportunity to young Angelenos, 18 to 26, funded by the Californians for All Youth Service Corps grant. This program increases youth employment while opening opportunities for further employment. The Board of Public Works launched this program in partnership with the Mayor's Office and Economic Work Development Department and the Los Angeles Conservation Corps in November 2022. The first crews were hired. We have enrolled over 100 participants. Today, completed 1 year of work, have completed an LA City personnel training, and have received an above average rating in their employee evaluation. During their year in the program, participants have removed over 200 tons of weeds, picked up over 35 tons of loose litter from across 1,500 locations, and collected almost 10,000 pieces of abandoned bulky items from over 3,000 public right-of-way locations across the LA River communities. They've also cleaned up nearly 150 illegal dumping locations. These 11 graduates have committed their time and hard work to enhancing cleanliness and quality of public spaces, not just along the LA River, but in many other capacities. So with that being said, I'd like to start handing off the certificates to the River Rangers. All right, and the first one goes to Mario Tovar. So you can come on up and we're gonna go, yeah. So we can get some. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mario. And you should hand it to you and you could take a picture for our photographers over here. Right over here. It's fine. Yeah, right now.
I have a 12 o'clock.
Okay. Great, and just line up right there with your certificate. But Brent, Ms. Shockley, can you stay here with me? Okay, so the next one goes to Jeremy Shagoyan. Congratulations. Leah Berry. Leah. Marvin Tate. Marvin, congratulations. Stephen Felix. Congratulations, Stephen. Tiago Juarez. Tiago, job well done. Yeah. Thank you. Jalen Turner. Edgar Arriaga.
Edgar, Bretts.
David Torres?
Okay.
Daniel Gutierrez? And finally, Evelyn Cabrera.
Congratulations.
Okay. Okay. Can we? You got some pictures? Okay.
You guys can take your seats. Thank you so much. Congratulations. I think we are, go ahead and take your seats. We are going to invite one of the speakers up from the program. I know we had some volunteers, and Logan, who is the program manager for our East LA site, and then I know some of our River Rangers wanted to speak about their time in the program.
Good morning. My name is Logan Montel. I'm a program coordinator at our East Los Angeles LA Conservation Corps site. First and foremost, thank you all for being here. On behalf of our team across multiple sites, I want to thank the OCB board for continuing to fund beautification projects along the LA River and in our surrounding communities. Your support makes it possible for us to not only create a healthier, greener spaces, but to also take action when our environment is at risk. As most of you are familiar, we had the devastating wildfires that occurred in 2 different locations, actually multiple locations across the state of California. And 4 of our East LA River Rangers that are here today were all a part of that deployment. So they stepped up with this wildfire recovery effort by distributing straw wattles, gravel bags, and compost socks. Probably none of you know what that is, but I'll give you a little briefing. It is what protects our waterways from being contaminated from all of the chemicals and waste that was coming from these burned areas. So our River Rangers were out there protecting our waterways and preventing contaminated water from reaching our neighborhoods and water sources. We're proud to be a part of a movement that protects and uplifts both people and places. As we've heard today, the Arab American ceremony was actually quite nice combination because we're working on behalf of our community. So thank you again, the board, for continuing to fund these projects and continue to make our help make our communities beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Logan. And thank you to the Conservation Corps for being such a great partner. I believe we had, oh, Brian wanted to say a few words. Yeah, Brian is from our Northeast LA site.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brian. I'm with the Northeast LA San Jose Conservation Corps site. I'm also program coordinator. I've been with the organization for about 9 years now. And I just want to say there's never been more rewarding feeling than watching our young people make life-changing decisions, have crossed off milestones, and I've been witness to that with this group and other groups before them. And I'm just really proud of you guys, and congratulations for finishing the program and continuing to invest in yourself. And I really want to thank the board for continuing to fund programs like this because it really is improving quality of life in LA, but most importantly, we're investing in our young people. So just thank you for continuing to fund our programming.
Thank you, Brian. We couldn't do it without all y'all's help. You guys make it happen every day. Make sure the crews get out there, make sure everything is coordinated. They have their vehicles and supplies and everything. And I know we had some volunteers ahead of time that agreed. Okay, great.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Edgar Ardera. I'm a River Ranger from the Northeast LA site. I just want to express my thanks for letting me be a part of this program. It truly was kind of life-changing. Just seeing the transformation from when we first started to where we are now, see like large parts of the river, like nice cut, maintained, cleaned up. it was really like really makes you feel proud of the work you do. And but really the highlight for me was working with the community, working by the river. We're meeting people that are walking by the river every day, biking the river paths, and people who live right by the river. Just them showing their gratitude to us, and then showing that they appreciate the work we do was really like rewarding, I guess. Yeah, it was really rewarding feeling talking to everybody. I was able to meet at the river, and yeah, overall it was a great experience. It helped me not only develop job skills, but also my own personal development. I feel like I acquired a lot of skills and qualities that I'm going to be able to take like beyond the workplace. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you, graduates. And again, congratulations. I know you all have a very bright future ahead of you, Conservation Corps, and I hope this program has prepared you for what's next. We're proud and glad you could have been part of this program. We hope you continue to be stewards of the environment and the city you live in. One thing I forgot to mention, everyone in this program is also residents of the city of LA. So that's something we're very proud of, to give people that live in the city jobs within their city that continue to make it better. So thank you. I'll turn it over to the commissioners. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations to all our River Rangers commissioners. I'll start with this time on my right with Commissioner Kang, if there are any remarks.
So congratulations. I mean, I think all the speakers have said all the things that I wanted to say. So just wanted to echo all of their sentiments. Thank you so much for, doing this to help beautify Los Angeles. As all of you heard, Mayor Bass has a new vision for Los Angeles through Shine LA, and I hope we can incorporate your program into our overarching program. So thank you very much and congratulations.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Congratulations once again, and thank you for your patience today. I know it was a bit of a long program, but hopefully you're somewhat enriched by it. You've become not just conservationists, but communicators, community builders, and visionaries. And to me, this whole program today was about the warp and weft of the tapestry that builds LA. And I guess I would close with I'm sure this is the slogan that Devin and Roman say.
Thank you. Commissioner Mitchell.
I'll keep it short. Thank you for your contributions and congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations and thank you to our board team for bringing this to us for recognition, and our Deputy Mayor Brenda Shockley. Of course, thank you so much for your support of this program, and our team who organizes this and leads this for us in the board office. With that, everyone, we're going to take a 10-minute recess to take some photos, and then we will be back to close out our agenda.
Congratulations.
Going to conduct a brief audio test for public comment. Natalie, can you unmute yourself and say a few words? Can't hear you, Natalie, if you're saying anything.
Hello, Elise?
Oh, yes.
Hey,
Hi, Zach.
it's Jose. It's Jose. So you do sound a lot better on my end. We would need to see on the commissioner's mic if everything else is working smooth.
Okay, let me, 1 second.
Okay.
How's this?
Yeah, you sound a lot better.
Better?
Yeah, so I don't know if there was something moved or adjust, but it does sound a lot more clear than what it was earlier.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Georgina on the Zoom. Are you wishing to provide general public comment or multiple agenda item comment today?
Multiple agenda item comment and public comment.
Jill, are you wishing to provide?
General.
Thank you. Gigi's phone, general or multiple?
General.
Thank you. Miriam, general public comment or multiple?
It's just general. Thank you.
Thank you. . Agus, do you wish to provide general or multiple item public comment?
Just general, please.
Thank you. Lurker, do you wish to provide general public comment or multiple agenda item comment today?
I would like general public comment, please, and thank you.
Thank you. Audit LA, general or multiple today?
My hand was up like very, very early on, and then it was put down by somebody. And it wasn't me. I'm not saying it was you, but it was put down. So, but I'm here looking, I want to do general and everything.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Henri Marini, do you wish to provide general or multiple agenda item comment today?
Yes, hi. Can you please mark me down for general and all agenda items.
Yes, thank you.
All right, everyone, it is 11:42 and welcome back to the Board of Public Works meeting for Friday, April 25th. Ms. Matheson, if you'd like to take roll and reestablish quorum for us, please.
Yes, thank you, President Corsand. Reestablishing quorum. President Corsand is present. Vice President Chavez is not present. President Pro Tem Grant is present. Commissioner King is present, and Commissioner Mitchell is present. And we have a quorum, and we are still joined by City Attorney Representative Adina Hobenstein.
All right, to our members of the audience and our Bureau staffs, tomorrow is Shine LA, and I have to head out to make final preparations for our Shine LA event in Hollywood. So I'm going to turn over the invisible gavel to our President Pro Tem John Grant to lead the rest of the meeting.
Thank you, President Corsand. We're in trouble now. So now we have general comment, which is an opportunity for the public to address the board on public interest items, which will be provided up to 1 minute per person for a cumulative total of 10 minutes for the general public comment segment of each of the meeting. Testimony shall be limited in content to matters which are within the subject matter scope jurisdiction of the board. The board may not take any action on matters discussed during the public comment period. Are there any in-person public comments?
No, President Pro Tem Grant, we do not have any in-person cards today, and we do have 8 general public comment hands raised on the Zoom platform.
Okay, so let's proceed in that matter.
Okay. First up, we have Georgina McPhee. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go
I'm
ahead.
calling because I'm very concerned about the misuse of L. Ron Hubbard Way. That street keeps getting closed continuously. They have loud music all hours, and it's just the same song repeated over and over again, which is a well-known torture tactic. So I don't know why they're allowed to just keep blasting the same song over and over again. But my concern is the street being constantly closed down. It's a direct access to 2 major hospitals. That street needs to be opened up for traffic and for the neighborhood. It needs to be open for parking. I have no idea why this street is closed off to parking. You could easily fit 50 metered parking spots there and make easily $1,000 a day, which would greatly benefit the city and would be able to pay for the repairs in the sidewalk that all the planters they had there created. And I would really love to see this street used for all the people. This is a public access. It's not their private road. And they're talking about vacating the street. Thank you.
Next, we have Jill. Jill, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
It's time for you to stop working with a cult of Scientology. They do not follow the law. They break the permit laws. They do not follow it. They don't post their permits. Every time they have an event, you need to send someone over to check to see what they're doing and that they're displaying the permit. That's not right. I'm working with Chicken Allowance. You're allowing them to get away with stuff that we don't. And the next thing, if they were even hurting or unaliving someone in that building, you would let them get away with that too, as well as the LAPD and the DA District Attorney Hockman, who is disgusting, going after the protesters that are trying to expose this abuse. Bye.
We have Gigi's phone. Gigi, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hey, so I want to start my comment off by saying, Commissioner Grant, I really enjoyed that presentation. I enjoyed what you said, and a lot of the language that you use, I would use to describe you. I really appreciate you. Los Angeles City, you are amazing. You have a lot of my respect. And thank you for that really amazing presentation. I'm glad you're in charge right now. You know, this is awesome. I cheered at home when I heard that you're in charge. But what I'm here to really focus on is the special events permits. There needs to be a stop to it. There needs to be no more. They cannot tell people you cannot go on the sidewalk. They cannot target certain people because they do not hold the same religious beliefs as them and tell them they cannot go down their sidewalk. It's only closed for vehicles only, and it's actually closed for fire trucks too. Fire trucks cannot fit down there. There's no fire lane when they do these permits. I wish that you guys would inspect them more and not issue as many permits. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Miriam. Miriam, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I'm here once again to raise my concern about the repeated event permits granted for L. Ron Hubbard Way and the Cult of Scientology, naturally. These events claim to be open to the public, yet they systematically block access to sidewalks, public sidewalks, with armed guards and off-duty LAPD officers enforcing selective exclusion. People, including those with disabilities, are being denied access to a public street and sidewalk, and it's clear violation of their civil rights. This has been going on for years. It's an abuse of the permitting process, and the city of Los Angeles must stop granting these permits that enable a criminal human trafficking organization to turn a public street into a gated compound. Protect the rights of vulnerable people and citizens of LA. This is unacceptable and it must end now.
you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Haggis. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. Commissioner Grant, I agree. I really appreciated the sense of community that was presented and your research into the history of Arabs in the community. I wish you would actually do some research into Scientology and look up the criminality and the background of L. Ron Hubbard, who is an unindicted conspirator in Operation Snow White, which was the largest infiltration of the US government by Scientology in order to get their tax exemption. In saying that, again, I'm here about the permits. I do not believe that they should be issued permits for family events, considering they are currently under scrutiny for human trafficking and child abuse. There are several cases in the courts presently. One of them is child brides. They take their abuser and they marry them off to the minor who has been sexually abused by the Scientologist. And that is disgusting to me. I wish you would rename the street and take up those red bricks.
Next, we have Lurker. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hello, it's me again. And I call not as often as most the people who do call, which I just love, love, love how dedicated these people are. It has been decades, literally decades, that people have been speaking on the same subject of this corrupt corporation that calls itself a religion. You're new to this, I realize. You're young, you're healthy, and you're able to do something about it. I wish you would. Your predecessors did not. All things come to light. And if you haven't noticed, a lot of things have been coming to light lately. So you might want to get out of the shadows and be in the light where you truly belong. You are put here for a reason at the time you are there. Please
That's your time.
do
Thank
your
you.
best.
Next, we have Audit LA. Audit LA, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good morning. See, Commissioner Grant, you're the fan favorite. Ms. Hoppenstan, I guess this is kind of directed to you and the board. After what happened to me on Sunday, with them illegally enforcing that permit and depriving me of my rights to travel, prior restraint, viewpoint discrimination, a completely blocked fire lane, possible abuse to animals, children being trapped by a blocked fire lane. I am gonna put I'm sending an official, for myself, cease and desist letter, basically demanding that no more permits be, given until they investigate and adjudicate all of this. Because the city is being put, you're making the city is liable if something happens, and it's already happened. And I'm not out here I don't want money from the city. I want things changed. And I'm not threatening or anything like that. So, oh, I'm going to do this or that. No, but I am putting out that demand. I've had my rights violated,
Thank you.
and you got to stop giving these permits. Thank you.
Last general public comment is Henri Marini. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Before I proceed, just pause my time really quick. So I at least appreciate Commissioner Grant having the courtesy and professionalism to look at the camera. I want you, Commissioner Kang, and you, Commissioner Mitchell, give me your undivided attention. At the very least, that's the respect you could do right now, and look at the damn camera as we, the public, are talking to you. All right? Look us in the eye as we talk to you and give me your undivided attention. When you do that, then you can begin my time. It's utterly disrespectful and it shows resent for the public. Now, I still haven't heard back from my dozens of cure and correct filings. I still haven't, and I've already told you I'm going to sue. I'm going to sue for it. This is ridiculous. And again, you can at least give the public the professional courtesy to give them your undivided attention, even if you're not actually listening. Pretend like you are. Turn your face to the damn camera. Lock your eyes in so that we, the public, can see you. That you owe us. It's utterly ridiculous. Respond to my damn cure and correct filings. I've got over a dozen of them by now. You're individually liable.
President Pro Tem Grant, we have no more general public comments, but we do have multiple agenda item commenters on the Zoom.
We'll now close general public comment and move on to multiple agenda items. Are there any in-person multiple agenda items?
There are not.
Virtual?
Yes, we have 3, and then I do have 1 additional hand raised, and I'll check if she'd like to make a multiple agenda item comment. Carla, would you like to make a multiple agenda item comment today?
Yes, please.
You have 3 minutes, or which items are you wishing to speak on?
Can I speak after the others about multiple agenda items?
General public comment has been closed.
Okay, so yes, so you have other people about to talk about multiple agenda items, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I would prefer to speak after them, please.
Okay. First up, we have Audit LA. Audit LA, you have 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, about the Bureau of Street Service updates, for street updates. I've been asking for a year now about updates about L. Ron Hubbard Way and what is going on with it, whether about the street vacation, about these permits, everything, and it's just fallen on deaf ears. It is on the agenda every month, I think every other week even, and there's just no, there's no resolution. Like, I don't feel heard at all. They keep getting these permits to close the street down, which gives them a de facto street vacation. And they are applying for, I don't know if it's been put in yet, but they're applying for an actual street vacation, which would keep, everything that happened to me, you could see they had like armed guards preventing access. That's what they want, and that's what they keep getting. And I'm like asking you sincerely and saying that it's got to stop. Like, I know the budget's going down, and that you probably don't have all the resources to do inspections. But with something where you have a dozen people coming every single meeting, maybe 8 people, whatever, every single meeting for a year, that's 3 meetings a week. for a year, doesn't that warrant looking into it further? Doesn't that warrant an investigation? Doesn't that warrant taking it seriously? I mean, to the point where people are saying, we want to sue the city. We want to, and like, you have to address it. And that is the agenda item to address it on. I know he just wants to get on and say, oh, we're laying tar here and there, whatever. But no, it says, improvements or whatever, dealing with the streets. As far as contracts, I want you to look into contracts. I don't know if you're just talking about city contracts, but I keep telling you, like, I know you gave them the ability to work on their street. Okay, and they use, I guess, contracted things. And are you dealing with do you deal with can you look into their contracts? Because they are using slave labor. And I told this before that now on the Angelino app, they now say for contractors that you have to promise not to use slave labor. I kind of feel they're listening to us and where everything else is on deaf ears. So if the city of Angelino, if that site is asking contractors to attest that they're not using slave labor when they sign into an account there, that means that LA is acknowledging there are issues. And there are, right in our own city. When we've been telling you for a year at L. Ron Hubbard Way, they legally are not allowed to pay somebody $47 a week to work on a public street. Once they touch that street, like they vacuum the street, whatever it is they're doing, sandblasting it.
That's your time for today.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Next up, we have Georgina, but I do not see her on anymore. Georgina, if you're on, please raise your hand. And in the meantime, we'll move on back to Henri Marini. You have 3 minutes. Go ahead.
I just want to echo some of the points that Audit mentioned. It is a fact that Keith Mose, part of the update, has the audacity, despite the fact that both of these projects have actually utilized slave labor directly by Scientology. See, it's not even an issue really of Scientology at this point, right? It's always really been an issue of government corruption. And really the symptom of Scientology is just one that that's allowed by the corrupt hands that you do. And the fact of the matter is that both the Metro and Valley resurfacing regions have used to several capacities slave labor by a cult, a criminal racketeering ring that hides behind a religious veil. And that ultimately is what the jury trial sees, that ultimately is what the judges look at, and that ultimately will be what you get questioned on as to why have you continued doing work and business and providing contracts to the same vendors, as well as continuing to appoint individuals like meetings as well as public ones where you get special donations to attend and you grease palms with criminal rackets, not just Scientology, but many of the other corrupt real estate developers in your area that are well known for fraud cases, RICO-esque cases. And this ultimately is at the crux of all of this, right? This ultimately is what you're feeding into for not having it as an agenda item, at the very least for a consideration. This goes to your agenda item number 1. Some of those same contractors that you're pre-approving are literally also using slave labor from Scientology. It doesn't matter what you show on your budget sheet. The fact of the matter is they're using slave labor to do the work. I saw it myself. I documented it, and I had law enforcement on my side for it. You are aiding and abetting the use of slave labor today, not just of adults, but of children, very well documented. And that is the crux of the issue. You are aiding and abetting via your continued business with many of these contractors on item 1, as well as the non-disciplinary action not given to Keith Mose, the continued use of slave labor, something that should have been abolished and legally is, yet you're aiding and abetting it. That is the issue at hand here. That is the real crux of the problem. And those individuals also happen to be children. And And that's what, the end of all this, right? As we have DOJ task force that investigate the inside safe program, that responds ultimately what happens.
That's your time. Next we have Carla. Carla, would you like to offer multiple agenda item comment? And which items would you like to speak on?
Yes, thank you for letting me wait. I would particularly like to talk about the item number 2, please.
You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. There are several problems that I've seen, facts, particularly regarding the street improvement. One has to do with the Catalina Street in the building of the Church of Scientology. There is and people that work within there, that Henry has mentioned, slave labor. They have been taking out a smokestack, and that was dangerous for the people who are walking around and passing by the car with the car. And then I have witnessed the L. Ron Hubbard Way has been closed, as the others have been mentioned. It has been closed days before the permit that they had. And on Monday, a woman was taken out, a very elderly lady was taken out in an ambulance. And that would have been terrible if we have the testimony of the people who were putting the bricks on the streets, that
That's your
those
time for
bricks were
today.
put there by children.
Thank you. President Pro Tem Grant, that's it for our multiple agenda item comments today and all public comments.
Multiple item public comments are now closed. Move on to the agenda. We have two reports on agenda. The first one is the status of all personal service contracts and policy number 793.
If you'd like, President Pro Tem Grant, we can call up the bureaus individually to see who's here and who has an update.
Please.
The Bureau of Engineering,